Welcome back into 99.9 The Fan. I'm Tim Donnelly, joined now at ACC Media Days in Charlotte by Demond Claiborne, Wake Forest senior running back. Over 1,000 yards rushing last year, 11 touchdowns. Fastest guy in the college, or fastest running back in college football, 26, the video game, if you're looking at the ratings. Demond, thank you very much for taking the time. Have the emotions, you were quoted as having some kind of emotional roller coasters when Dave Clawson revealed to the team that he was stepping away. Coming into the season now, Coach Dickert is the guy. How are the emotions feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great, actually. Coach Dickert came in and he wanted me to be a part of this program. When we talked and we met his first meeting, it was strictly about how can he help me as a person. And so stepping into that meeting and being involved with a coach who's wanting to see me grow more as a man than as an athlete on the football field was something that I really look forward to. And the energy is real. Coach Dickert's real, and the coaching staff he brought in is real, and it's been a fun ride so far.
College football is changing in so many ways. New coach, impressive highlight film, a lot of money out there in the transfer portal. How tempting was it to go explore those options and cash in a big way?
Yeah, it was tempting in many ways, but definitely the person I am and the kid I am, I definitely needed to be around a community-based feel and a team. And, Wake Forest has provided that to me for the last 3 years, going on 4 now. And so Coach Dickert stepping in that role and saying, hey, man, like, we want to continue to build this thing around you, and whatever you need and whatever you want was definitely something that allowed me to continue to want to be here and be involved.
Demond Claiborne, running back for Wake Forest, joining us here at ACC Kickoff. What does an offense built around you look like? Are we getting you the ball in different ways? Explain it to me.
Yeah, I mean, no more slow mesh.
No more slow mesh.
No more slow mesh. The slow mesh is out, which for me, I'm super excited about, allowing me to get more opportunities in space, allowing me to get that foot in the ground and get vertical now is definitely something I've been looking more forward to. Everything's fast, everything, and we move fast. And so, just having, Coach Dickert come in and install what he knows, and then having Robbie Zell also come in and put his brains to the offense and, to my talents has definitely been something that has been enjoyable to be a part of for sure.
Robbie Zell, obviously the offensive coordinator brought in by Coach Dickert. Are you familiar with his viral moments from his playing career?
Yeah, absolutely. We went back not too long ago and actually watched that. Great guy. Love Coach Zell at first. Me and Coach Stell kind of stalemated a little bit, but we both competitors, and so when I can look over and see my coach, locked in and dialed into the next play call, or adjusting to certain formations, it allows me to go out there and run through a big brick wall for that guy. So definitely love Coach Robbie Zell, and our relationship has definitely grown over these last couple of months of being around each other.
Just for the listeners that don't know, Robbie Zell was on Alabama, and he, while playing, did one of the best Nick Saban impressions in the locker room, and it's a very viral clip. You can go look it up. Do you have a Coach Dickert or a Coach Zell impression? Let's see if we can go viral.
I do not.
No,
it's hard.
Okay.
It's hard to.
All right, that's fair, I guess. So here's the deal. For those of you that don't know, Demond, your calling card is speed, right? Last year, I don't know if you track all the GPS analytics. Real Analytics had you topped at the miles per hour fastest of any player, not just running back in the country. We brought up the college football 26 stuff. So in honor of that, I feel like we need to do a speed round, right?
Let's do it.
All right. So I got a bunch of questions here in front of me. I'm going to ask them as fast as I can. You answer as quickly as you can. We'll see if the speed keeps up in the interview like it does on the field.
I got you. Absolutely.
All right. Let's fire it up. 80-yard touchdown or 100-yard kick return? Which would you rather?
100-yard kick return.
Why?
Just creates better atmosphere.
Better Wake Forest hooper, Tim Duncan or Chris Paul?
I got to go Chris Paul, just because he's closer to my age, I guess.
All right. Best restaurant to go out to eat in Winston-Salem?
Probably Sin Burger Bar. Love that spot. Great burgers. You can get whatever you want on a burger, and so that's me.
What's the order? If you can get whatever you want, what are you getting?
I get the day after burger with an egg, candy bacon, French fries, and cheese on the burger.
The GOAT running back in the history of football is?
Walter Payton.
Why?
5'9" horse, toted the ball, was a dog. Love watching his old film. Wish I got a chance to actually meet him in person.
Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Drake.
Why were you hesitant?
A lot of people will want me to say Kendrick, but I think Drake he's just lyrical, and I can vibe better to Drake.
First thing that comes to mind when I say Coach Dickert?
Fun, energy.
First thing comes to mind when I say Dave Clawson?
Cool guy.
All right. Stiff arm or spin move?
Stiff arm for sure.
The hardest hitter on the team is?
Quincy Bryant for sure. Linebacker.
All right. Quincy Bryant, linebacker, or Malik Mustafa? Who hits harder?
Malik. Yeah.
Malik, sorry.
Yeah, Malik.
If you aren't doing something related to football, you are most likely doing what?
Chilling at the crib, playing piano.
Playing piano?
Playing piano, yeah.
Man of many talents.
Yeah, 100%.
What's the song?
All depends. I've been on Coldplay, learning John Legend, all of me. So trying to learn Rod Wave. That's my favorite artist. So trying to learn some Rod Wave stuff. Can't really read music, so everything I'm doing is watching a YouTube video and then just putting it on my keyboard at the crib.
All right, last one. 247 Composite Sports had you as the 4th best running back in Virginia from your recruiting class. All 3 of them that were ahead of you have transferred or retired. Can you name them?
Yes, I can. Ramon Brown.
Correct. Midlothian.
Bryce Duke.
No.
Duke. Was he not?
No, not one of the 3 ahead of you. You want a hint?
I forget the guy that went to UNC. Now at JMU.
Uh-huh.
And I forget
George Pettaway.
George Pettaway. And then
last one, he went to North Stafford.
Tevin
White.
Yeah.
So you're not like the Amon-Ra St. Brown who's memorizing players put above you and using that as motivation?
Nah, I could care less about that stuff. Coming up in high school too, I always knew that, I was better than those guys, truthfully. But the school I went to, I was a small country boy, didn't really have a lot going on, was a 2A school, had about my graduation class was like 160, so we were very small. So we didn't have the publicity that a lot of those other schools had. And I was the first guy out of my school to go Division I. You know what I mean? And so in the history of my school program, so I wasn't really using those guys as motivation. I just did what I had to do to help my team win.
Demond Claiborne, Wake Forest senior running back, joining us here at ACC Kickoff. Just a couple more for you. As you described it, right? Small school, country boy. What is it like to see your name on some NFL draft, mock drafts, and as one of the prospects coming into this year that the league is looking at? Yeah,
it's pretty cool to see all that stuff. But right now my main focus is camp starting next week, and being a small town kid and having those opportunities are opportunities of a lifetime. It gives me inspiration to continue to go out and want to be successful and provide and put on for my city and for my small community. Just to get back to those kids who might be looking at me as a way out and as an opportunity to see, their next step forward. And so, it's awesome to see all that type of stuff. But right now, the main focus is just, doing what I have to do day by day.
As a leader of the offense going into camp, what's it like not knowing maybe who's going to be the starting quarterback or what that rotation is going to be, and you're still figuring that out?
Yeah, 100%. That's something that can get challenging sometimes, but all our QBs are great. I got a chance to work with all of them this summer, in the spring, and in the fall. I'll be working with all of them, and so I kind of just trust in the coaching staff. They'll put the best person on the field when the time comes. But until then, I just have to stay, focused on, the run game and, pass blocking and, protecting the QB, no matter who's back there.
How are they different? They're not, better or worse. I wouldn't ask you to do that. But what are the differences that you have to get used to with each of them?
I would say with Robbie, me and Robbie in the backfield is definitely an explosive punch. You can hand the ball to me, or he can take off, himself. He's a bigger, thicker QB. He can actually throw the ball. He's very involved and in tune to what's next. Same with Deshaun Purdy coming from Charlotte. This kid has an arm on him. He can sling the rock. You know what I mean? And he's young and he's still learning, but he's very in tune to what's going on next. And he's a high energy guy, comes in, wants to speak, be involved with everybody. And so having two guys like that compete, but also, know that this is for the betterment of the Demon Deacons in our season has definitely been something honorable to see.
Honestly, because I know the fans are going to want to know. You're not going to miss the slow mesh at all? It was Wake Forest thing.
Yeah, nah.
All right.
Hopefully, eliminating the slow mesh can allow us to, get points quicker and tire defenses out faster. Because the slow mesh definitely was a big part of my game for the last 3 years, and so making this adjustment to, Coach Dickert and Coach Ezel's new scheme has definitely been something that I had to work a lot on, but I'm excited to get rid of that and, focus on the new.
Do you hear from the track coach, or did you hear from any of that when you put up the speed numbers you put up? I imagine it's pretty fun to race people. Like
Yeah.
if I were you, every time we're running 110s or 300s, it's all right, everybody on the line. Like
Yeah.
I want to win. I guess talk about your competitiveness when it comes to the speed thing as well.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the speed, now I could say, all summer I had some guys on the team who, was touching my numbers a little bit, and so that's a great thing from a competitive standpoint, because I never get comfortable. I always have somebody pushing the thread, pushing me to be better, and so having my teammates, other fast guys on the team, helping me get to that point is allow me to become even faster. You know what I mean? And so I definitely appreciate. My teammates, and I definitely appreciate the string staff, all the guys who's allowed me to become faster and push that thread to allow my mechanics to get better.
All right, we need some names. Who's right there with you when you're crossing the line?
So Ladarius Webb Jr.
Ladarius Webb Jr.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with his pops, I assume.
Yeah, his dad played with the
Ravens. Yep.
Yeah, and so that kid's fast. He got some stuff to him. He's aggressive. I mean, just not from the speed standpoint, just from the overall personality of who he is. Not the biggest DB, but definitely get his hands on you and play physical. Another guy that's very, very fast that a lot of people wouldn't really expect. We got a guy named Chris Barnes.
I'll write it down.
Christopher Barnes from Texas. Very fast. Kind of reminds me of Tyreek Hill a little bit. Get that kid
real fast.
Yeah, get that kid in space, and he could definitely make some happen. And so he's a great attribute to the team.
Well, Demond, we appreciate you stopping by and talking with us. Good luck this season and enjoy it, right? One more time around college football.
Absolutely. I got you, brother. Thank you for having me.